We have Kathleen sent us a list of questions. I think they're good questions. We only have, 15, 20, I guess 15 minutes for each person, maybe 20, but at any rate, that
I think it is only 15, Eileen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are two of mine here, but I had a third, but I don't think we really have time for a third.
Okay. So what would you like? I think Gary would like to ask question number 3, although he has a little bit different. He's added it. He's given another take to it.
Good.
Yeah. So, and I apologize for coming on late. I'm assuming the other 2 counselors are just not participating. And
I think that Counselor Lentz is in a meeting and was going to try to join, and but we'll be here, I think, at 10, but slightly. Okay,
so boy, we need to get to that too. So what meeting? Is it a county meeting, personal
I don't
meeting?
know. I have no idea.
And
Councilor Olson had told just the county manager that she was not attending. But
she's taking the week off, so.
There is a person from the community online, Gary. So with regard to number 3, however you're going to embellish it, I think would be great. It's a little general as is.
Yeah.
Well, also I was going to change is, what is your personal goal?
Let's not reveal it because there's somebody
listening in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I don't see that. Okay. I do see another caller. Well, is this a public hearing? Why is there someone from the public on this meeting?
We had to notice it as a special meeting.
Okay. All right. So I just wanted to focus number 3 a little bit more.
And that's fine. I think a more focused question is fine, and I'll put you down for number 3 there.
Okay, thank you.
Well, the first 2 were mine, so either is fine.
Okay. May I ask question number 1? I'll just start with that question.
Go for it.
Right. Okay.
I see Temple may be signing on. Temple, she's there.
Temple.
Hello.
Hello. So I'll take number 2.
Okay. So Tempo, I don't know if you have the questions in front of you. We do have a member of the public on the phone, so we're going to refer to them as numbers.
Okay.
I will take number 1, and I'll start it off. I'll just begin, and then I'll ask that number 1. Karen would like number 2. Gary would like number 3. He's refining it just slightly. So there are 4 and 5 left.
All right.
Either one or the other, or
5 is a good summary question.
Yeah. It is a good summary question. I think 4 and 3 are somewhat redundant. Gary, I don't know if your changes to 3 might be encompassing part of 4. I mean, I don't know if you all feel similarly that they're pretty close.
Yes, and yet they aren't. They are.
I mean, since I don't know the change necessarily, I'm interested in 4 because they're similar, but if parts of 4 aren't asked, then they don't get answered.
Yeah.
So
do you want to do
maybe
that one then?
Sure, I'm happy to do 4.
Temple, I'll go ahead and just email the change I'm proposing directly to you.
Great.
And then the other thing is, if there is time, I really do believe that question 5 should be asked, and I'll ask as we go around, because I believe Councillor Olson is on a vacation apparently. So I do think it's an important question.
You know, I would
Yeah.
also like, Chair, if possible, just 1 minute between candidates, since we have so many, to review their bios, just to have it fresh. Is there, that would mean 14 minutes rather than 15, but
Yeah. Okay, we can try that. We can do that just for a very short,
yeah,
at the bio just before we begin asking those questions. Although right at this moment, we do not have a candidate coming on until 10 a.m. unless we call that person and have them begin right now. And you know, I don't know, Tina, if that's a possibility, if you want to try to get in touch with that person and the next, see what we can do. Either that
I
or we
could-
could spend this time going over the bios again.
Right, because at 10, you're going to leave this meeting and go into one that Rebecca has sent you.
Oh, all right.
Yes, and then at the very end, then you'll leave that meeting, come into executive session from me, and then go back
Okay.
into the one Rebecca has. So,
Okay, all
Yes.
right. So
sorry.
if we have our questions straight then, I mean, if we have our questions kind of assigned for each person, maybe between this time and 10 a.m. we can look at these bios and kind of set our things in order for of the interviews. Would that be all right?
That sounds good to
So
me.
Tina,
we-
I have a quick question on the first bio that was listed under the Democratic candidates. A
Yes.
significant portion of that page, I think it was page 2, is redacted. Is that intended?
Yeah, I
That
have a
was the
printed
way-
copy and it was blackened out. I went
Yeah.
on the electronic copy. It was blackened out as well.
I believe he just filled out the left-hand top where it says profile, and that's what he was handing in.
So I just want to clarify, we're going in the order, Eileen, that you suggested? You, Karen, me, and then Temple?
Yeah,
Or,
and then back to Eileen.
you're muted, but I
I'm
almost.
sorry.
agree.
Is that all right with you, Temple, if we just take it by question and person?
No problem.
Strict, just start. I'll start, then Karen can ask her question, Gary can ask 3, you can ask 4, and I'll round it up with 5.
Cool.
Okay,
So if you've gotten how I changed it, I don't think 4 necessarily, it kind of amplifies or goes into greater detail of 3. If it came through to you, Temple.
Yes.
Did
Yeah.
you send it to all of us?
oh, yeah, it's. Did you send it to, Gary, did you send it to Karen as well?
I didn't, but I will.
Okay, so
I
if,
had read
Okay,
it.
I'll hear it in just a minute.
if question, Temple, if question 4 is answered by the question 3, you may, you go ahead and ask 5.
Okay.
Or
Sounds good.
whichever, I mean, that way, then we finish up there. So.
Got it.
All right. So we'll let Karen see what the refined question is.
So I'm sorry, are we logging out and then logging in 13 minutes? Oh, reading.
Oh,
Just wait
that's a
till
good
Karen
one,
gets
Gary.
it and says it's fine. You okay with it, Karen?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, all right, let's log out and we'll see you a little before 10 o'clock at this other meeting, maybe. Well, we have a couple minutes in between that, but let's be sure to be right on time, maybe a few minutes, couple minutes early, so we can get everything adjusted.
I no
okay?
longer make promises based on these and
I
additional
know,
challenges. of
maybe you
logging
start immediately.
in. Well, that's what, quite frankly,
Yeah.
that's what I used to do. I used to log in 10
Okay.
minutes early, but then it
Yeah.
was seamless, everything worked, and now it doesn't again. So,
Okay, all righty. See you on the other side, guys.
bye-bye.